Okay, so today I want to talk about the 6 types of fears that will unfortunately ruin your relationships. Ladies, if you find one of those 6 types of fears, we need to work on them. We need to solve them in order for you to be much more confident because I get it. We know how to be happy. Let's say it this way. We know what kind of relationship you want. You know what kind of man you truly love and that you want to be with. You know exactly what you expect in a relationship, but you will also kind of let the emotion get the best of you. Even if you know what you want, there is a moment where you will ignore the red flags. You will always put a man on a pedestal. You will always tell yourself, I'm not good enough. Love is not for me. How many times since 2007 I've seen so many women who came to me and say, Alex, love is not for me. How do you want to be happy in this case? So what I want to create for you is to look and study the root of your issue. Because the issue is not you. It is not your lack of self-confidence. It's coming from your past. And so there is 6 types of fears that we need to destroy right now. I won't leave you as your coach right now, as your favorite coach on YouTube. I won't leave you without telling you exactly what to do. Okay? So let's start with fear number 1. If you tell me, Alex, this is ruining my relationship, it's 100% the case when you have the fear of losing him. Because when you enter in a relationship, you have no fears. You don't really know this guy. You're not in love. Yeah, maybe he's beautiful. Maybe he has a 6-pack. But at the end of the day, you're not in love yet. The moment you start to develop feelings, you will tell yourself, oh, I have the fear to lose him. And unfortunately, that's the moment where men will feel, she's not that confident. She's not that charismatic. She's not that sexy in my eyes because I didn't see a woman that was having fears. The first woman, she was confident. She was strong. She was positive. She was amazing. And she was a challenge. So if you come to me and you say, hey, I have this fear of like losing him, that is when you will push him away. So I don't want to see you have this fear. Fear number 2, like one of the most common fear that I've seen in my life. Fear of being alone, of finishing alone. Alex, I'm single. I have the fear that I will always be single. You know what will happen? When you will meet a guy, you will seem to be desperate. And this is exactly what I want to avoid. This is exactly the energy that will push him away. So it's time for us to never fear of being alone. You're not alone because you have your family, you have your friends, you have your work, you have your passions, you have your dreams. So the man will be the cherry on the cake. That's what we say in French. So it will be the icing on the cake. But the cake is your life. The cake is your energy. The cake is what you have built for so many years so far. And yes, I believe in you. So let's make sure that we will avoid this fear of being alone. Fear number 3 that I'm seeing as well, and this one is tough. Honestly, I personally had this fear for so many years. The fear of being not good enough. Oof. When you have the fear of not being good enough, you are always comparing yourself in a bad way. Or this person is taller than me. This person is richer than me. This person is smarter than me. This person is more charismatic than me. And so you always see what's wrong with you. And you always look at what's positive in them. The only way we change that is, of course, to reverse the situation. It would be weird, but I'm going to ask you, what don't you like about them? What are the things that are not so great about? And of course, what are your qualities? What are your things that you're really good at? When you focus on your qualities and their flaws, you can start fighting this fear of not being good enough. Because this one for me was destroying my self-confidence, destroying my joy of life. You know, you wake up one day, you're like, I'm a piece of shit. I cannot have the relationship I want. I cannot have anything. But when you change the dynamic, the goal is not to make them feel bad. The goal is not to see them as a bad person, but just to, find the right balance for the situation. So this is something that is very important. Fear number 4, it's the fear of experiencing your past again. For example, if someone cheated on you, you would have the fear to be cheated on. If someone dumped you and you were very sad or depressed, if someone did something wrong to you, you will have the fear to experience this again. And so my goal as a coach is to teach you that what happened in the past, if you don't learn from it, it will come back because it will become a pattern. So I don't want you to create a pattern of being in a situation where you don't have control. I don't want you to be in a pattern where you don't know what to do. And that is, one more time, the reason of this video. Ladies, I don't want you to continue to suffer. What you have experiencing in the past should and will never define your future. Your future is completely different because you have learned, even if you think that you didn't do enough, by watching this video and by experiencing what you have experienced, it's the past. It's over. We can move forward. So I want to make sure that you will have this in mind. Fear number 5, it will be the fear of being rejected or experiencing a no. Because every time someone will tell you no, let's say for example, you meet this amazing man at work. You want to invite him for after work, happy hour, and he says no. Even if he tells you, oh, I can't, I have to go see my mom because she's at the hospital, the one thing that you will hear would be no, because you will take it personally. How many times will I have seen you ladies lacking some emotional intelligence? Because you take the no personally, you're not happy about it, instead of putting yourself in the guy's shoes. So I know the fear of being rejected is no fun. But most of the time there is a reason. And we have to make sure that the no, we should not take the no personally. That's how we can really get some results. The last fear, before I still give you one of the bonus, but the last fear is, I have the fear of being forgotten. I have the fear of being on the side. When someone will just forget about you, don't look at you, and don't see any value in you. And I've seen so many women who came to me and says, Alex, if I don't fight for him, even in a relationship, if I don't give him much more, if I don't show him that I'm here, he will forget about me. You know what? This will create a breakup because you will try to overcompensate and you will make him feel overwhelmed. You will make him feel that you're not good enough. You will make him feel that right now, you're no fun. You're not bringing positivity in his life. So I've seen women that I've coached in a breakup or losing a guy that they love just because they have the fear of being forgotten or being put on the side. I want us to change this dynamic. So if you come to me and say, Alex, why is he not responding to me? And I ask you, when did you send a message? Oh, 10 minutes ago. Give him some time. Like this, we need to control those emotions because that's not how you can build a real relationship. So I wanted to share with you a bonus from a coach. If you have the fear of not being able to reach your goals, not being able to have results. If you tell me, Alex, I watch your videos, I have bought some program, I read books, I practice the law of attraction, but I have this fear that nothing is working. Let me be your coach. Please go in the description box below, click on it, and you will have the link to apply for my private coaching. When I say apply, you will have a chat with my success manager, and he will tell you, hey, this is how you should work with Alex. This is the best package for your situation. Working together, even if it's just in 1 hour, I know I can definitely assist you and change your love life forever. Because I will be able to spot exactly what are your fears, what are your emotions, what are your goals, and what are the patterns that you're in. When we identify the pattern, we can change it and we can go get the results. So ladies, it's time for us to feel great, and it's time for you to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and click in the description because I have a lot of free resources and you can apply for the private coaching. Let's fight those fears. Let's be confident. And let me be your coach. Let me show you that we can get great results together. Okay? I will see you soon, ladies. Take good care of yourself.